Fala aí pessoal, tudo bem? Aqui é o Rock do canal Quer. E hoje voltando com Elex. Tô achando que tem algum bicho aqui. Vou ficar perto desses caras aqui. Então, o que acontece? Vocês viram ali. Caraca. Vocês viram que eu interroguei. Meu Deus. Acho que o bicho matou os caras. Viram que eu interroguei a maioria dos... Quer dizer, todos, né, os suspeitos. E agora vamos tentar o próximo passo aqui, vamos ver. O que eu tenho que fazer agora? Agora sim, vamos ver o que eu tenho que fazer mais aqui. Deixa eu ver, mais. É isso daqui. Desafio Warrior. Circunstância e evidência. Ah, aqui tem uns diálogos que eu tive. Muito interessante. Eu vou voltar aqui no Duras e vou falar com ele.
Wait, one moment.
What now?
Seeing as you're looking to settle down here, you'll be needing to make friends, won't you? So, friend, why don't you head down to the tavern and bring me something back?
Yeah.
You're going to get drunk on guard duty?
It'll take more beer than you can carry to go to my head. Come on, I'm stuck here. Least you can do is get me a pint.
Eu sou mal educado com ele, eu falo o que ele quer. Tá,
What do you want from the tavern?
Beer, water, hops, barley. That touch of genius, nectar of the gods. Ah, now I really need a drink.
Free beer. Deixa eu ver, tinha algumas bebidas aqui.
It sounds like you're expecting trouble.
Outlaws, clerics, and now the Albs starting wars, and that's before we talk about mutants. Where have you been if you don't think there's trouble in the world? But don't worry, you'll be safe here. No Albs getting past me.
Is there somewhere I can stay in Goliath?
Maybe, down by the tavern or with the cultivators. Try the lower quarter. There's room there for honest men. Pay your way, or work for your stay, and you'll be welcome. We are the protectors of Magalan, and we welcome all free people here.
Depois eu faço essa missão ainda pra ela. Vamos lá falar com Duras.
You should come with me. See something more than Goliath.
With all the wounded there are these days, we can hardly keep up.
That's more of a reason. If we keep doing the same things, this war won't end.
Nothing we can do will end this war.
Someone has to do something. Doing the same thing again and again, it's insane.
But what can be done that the warlords haven't done already?
We can take a risk. Isn't it more important that we win this war rather than how we win it? Come with me. I need someone to watch my back when I go look for some supplies. And I know I can trust you.
I can't leave. Stormson, Caldron is counting on me. And there are so many wounded.
You patch them up, I want to give people a chance to fight back. If I can pull this off, you will have fewer wounded to worry about.
Are you in need of medical supplies? It'll take time to prepare them, I'm afraid. With all the fighting, we haven't any stocks left.
Pegar mais uma
Help
missão.
everyone who asks.
Tô cheio de
It's a
missão, não
healer's
cumpri
duty,
nenhuma.
especially in these times of war. and it is needed, bitterly. Which is what I have heard from everyone we picked up. Terrible. I wish I could offer aid to all those in need, but it seems not even our magic helps us keep up with supplies.
You must hear a lot about what's going on.
I don't need to hear. I get to see the results. The magic the Albs are using is so destructive. Somehow they're managing to use pure Elex, and it makes me fear for our warriors.
It's more powerful than Berserker magic?
It's more destructive. With the damage it's causing, I can't believe it isn't tearing the Albs apart too. It must hurt them.
Hurt? Yes. But they're trained to reject emotions and feelings.
Yes. They say Elex makes machines of men, but I have heard there are Albs who have escaped their addiction. I wish I could meet one. Knowing what they feel might help me assist others to overcome their addiction.
What do you know about Elex withdrawal?
I met an Alb separatist. He was brought in as a prisoner. His external wounds weren't so bad, but internally, emotionally, he was trying to cope with all those withdrawal symptoms, and at the same time he was rediscovering his emotions. All that pain, all that confusion.
What happened to him? Where is he?
He died. It was all just too much. I wish I could have learned more from him. If he could leave, so could others. Maybe that could offer hope to us all.
E o cara já foi, né? O cara que tava querendo fugir com ela. Não, ela fica por ali pelo jeito. Eu dou uma olhada.
About Ascor's murder. I don't think Baron did it. Ascor was his friend. Baron just wants to be left alone. I don't see why he'd murder anyone.
All right. Even though he knew Ascor better than most, yeah, you're right. He doesn't have the energy or the motive. Frankly, I only think Ragnar wanted Baron questioned in case he had seen anything. And it looks like he didn't. Let's take him off the list for now.
Tá fora de Canal.
Thorgal wasn't anywhere near Goliath at the time of the murder, and he has witnesses to prove it.
Yeah, he's also too skilled a fighter to have left Ascor such a bloody mess. So, he's out as a suspect.
Garen just wants to hunt. He didn't like Ascor, but I don't think he killed him. Besides, if he had killed Ascor, he'd have used his bow, not a sword.
Yeah, all Garen wants is to hunt. He'd have no motive for this.
It's not conclusive, but I don't think it was him.
I agree. I don't think it was him either. Let's take him off the list.
Só tirando os suspeitos.
Eardor didn't have time to commit a murder. He's tending to the world hard and looking after supplies. Besides, he's just too weak to have killed Ascor in the way you described.
Yes, I agree. I don't think Eardor was capable of this.
Deixa eu
That's
cultivar.
one less suspect for us.
Rock wasn't anywhere near Goliath when the murder was committed. He didn't like Ascor, but I don't think he could have done it. I'd say he didn't kill Ascor.
I didn't think he would have the opportunity, but Ragnar insisted I look into him. I guess Ragnar was wrong.
You recently became a warrior, didn't you? You and Ascor are both eligible to be paladins?
Yes, but trust me, I'm happier with my job collecting waifs and strays than becoming a paladin and going out to the front lines. I think I'm making more of a difference doing what I'm doing. Ascor, though, was a driven man. Becoming a paladin was all he wanted.
You were right. The investigation was a waste of time. It must have been someone outside of Dan. All of his suspects are innocent.
It's Ragnar we'll have to convince. He is certain one of them did it. He's not often wrong.
Then who do you think it was?
I don't know.
Then tell Ragnar that.
What about Baron? He didn't have a proper alibi, did he?
Baron quem era?
There was no one there to say he was at his post. And of all the suspects, he knew Ascor the best.
Then it must be him. The others all have alibis, and Baron knew Ascor better than the others.
I thought you said Ragnar only included Baron in case he saw something.
Ragnar wants answers. He's insisting the murderer is found. You've questioned everyone, and Baron's the only one without a decent alibi. Do you know where Baron is?
I found him in the forest, but he said he takes time off to go to the lift into the Valley of the Damned.
Then we should go there and see what we find. You want me to come with you?
Why would Baron talk about that place if he had something to hide?
Since when have criminals been clever? And Baron's not that smart. Maybe he just let something slip.
E olha, o cara que era o amigo dele também tava suspeitando desse cara. Porque o alibi dele era muito ruimzinho.
What do you think we'll find there?
Who knows? But we don't have any evidence so far, so it feels like we should check this clue out. At least so we can tell Ragnar that we did.
We were sitting near them.
Alright. I'll search the area near the lift that Baron talked about. What is it I'm looking for?
We won't know until we find it. Have a look around, bring me anything you find. Just don't interfere with it.
What do you mean, interfere?
Bring anything you find to me without disturbing it. Whatever you find, we should take it to Ragnar.
Then you know what it is.
No, I'm warning you. Do what I say.
Right.
Just trust me. Your life might depend on it.
I could use your help.
Then you have it.
You think you can keep up with me? I mean, I use a jetpack sometimes.
I know. I have one that I haven't taken to the pit yet.
Can you use it though? You are a berserker.
Yeah, sometimes rules can be bent. I'll deal with any trouble.
Then let's go. There's an abandoned camp in some ruins to the west of Goliath. You can meet me there.
You lead, I'll follow. The berserkers have held the Alps back with bravery and magic. This fight will call upon those qualities.
Follow me.
Sure.
Que bom, vou ficar com Duras agora. Melhor pra luta. Deixa eu ver. Próxima missão agora, deixa eu salvar. Sempre bom, né?
All technology must be consigned to the past. Take it to the pit.
É interessante que pelo menos ele deixou ficar com... Por enquanto eu não vou por categoria. Cadê a missão? Aqui. Anti-Berries aqui. Ah, se confunde os botões. É bom que não é tão longe. Não dá pra... Ali, ele usa o jetpack também. Acho que ele tinha falado uma coisa de... Ai. Interessante isso, que ele foi bem flexível nessa questão de usar o jetpack. Isso é legal, né? Aqui ele tá usando direto. Eu tô cortando o caminho mesmo. Vou pegar os caminhos certinho. Eita. Cadê ele?
Ah, Marilene!
Esse cara ali, né? Fazer ele matar esse cara.
I will kill you.
Ó, bravo, como é que se esquiva? Caraca. Tipo uma cena. Bate, pô. Deixa eu sair de perto, senão às vezes um hit eu morro. Tinha algum botão que eu marcava? Não. Ai. Cadê? Cadê o Duras? Por que ele matou o Duras?
We're supposed to be working together.
Isso aí, atira nele. Tem alguém que bloqueia? É. Tem que descansar, descansar. Não é deixa ele funcionar com esse daqui. Deixa eu descansar. Aí. Ele tem alguma coisa? Cheio de flash que ele tinha. Desde aquele dinheiro do Elex City. Vamos lá. Agora aqui. O lugar que a gente tem que ir é pra cá. Então deixa ele dormindo lá. Eu nem suspeita. Que otário. Desligar essas notificações na Steam. Bem na frente.
Hey, you.
What do you want?
I'm looking for a guy who was supposedly seen in the area recently. His name is Ray. Whiny little shitbag. Reckons he's an outlaw. Do you know him?
Bem. Não.
Ray? No, I've not met him.
Lucky you. Let me know if you meet the little piss streak. I want words with him.
Tá, ele quer falar com o Ray, eu vou lembrar disso. Tem um bicho ali, meu Deus do céu, tem um bicho ali, meu Deus do céu. Eu ainda não posso lutar com esses bichos.
Remarkable country.
Não. É aqui, não, não. E agora? Deixa eu falar com Duras. Fala.
I found something hidden in Baron's hiding place.
What'd you find?
Here, do you think this could belong to Baron?
No, that was Ascor's. And now we find it at a place Baron confesses coming to regularly? Huh, I'd say we have some evidence.
Uhum. Parte. Depois do que você fez por mim, eu confere e você pode decidir.
After what you did for me, I will trust you to decide what to do with the casket.
I'll take it to Ragnar, and you can consider this case done.
Minha
You
frieza
needn't
diminuiu.
worry about it anymore.
Is that everything you have to say?
The destruction of a seedling is a matter for a warlord. Your involvement is over.
Uh-huh. So what happens now?
I take this to Ragnar. He'll deal with it from here.
You want to know what I think about the murder?
Very well. What do you think?
Does Ragnar think a berserker murdered Ascor?
Ascor was killed with a sword, and there aren't too many people who use swords outside of Idan. But if Ragnar's right, then there must be someone who was outside the walls at the time of the crime. So, Ragnar drew up a list of 5 suspects. No idea why these 5 exactly, but Ragnar will have his...
Ah, já sabemos, tinha suspeito, mas vamos...
Who are the suspects?
A group of people... As far as... Then there's...
Eu tô voltando tudo de novo.
Well, I don't think any of the people on the list did it. There's just not the proof. There's only one person associated with Ascor we've not investigated. You.
Ué?
Me?
You were a rival to Ascor. You carry a sword. Then you find out Baron goes to where the seedling was found, and suddenly think he's a prime suspect.
You can't think I did it.
I do. It's simple. You murdered Ascor.
What are you talking about? You can't seriously think it was me.
Tell me your alibi.
You don't know what you're talking about.
You spent your
no.
time outside Goliad. And you've spent all your time trying to persuade me not to investigate this. Then tell me. Tell me, or you'll have to tell Ragnar.
Ragnar will see me dead. I'm an outsider, and Ascor was born a berserker. He was known, and he was one of Ragnar's favorites.
So you did kill him.
Kill him? Yes. Murder him? No. I found Ascor by the lift one day. He'd managed to kill the seedling he'd been given. He knew that would stop him becoming a paladin. He attacked me.
So why hide
Nossa.
that? And why frame Baron?
Baron's been blackmailing me. He found me with Ascor's body. He knows I'm an outsider. Who would they believe? Who do you believe? I gave you a chance. Won't you do that for me?
Nossa, não, essa eu não esperava. Deixa eu ver. Você é uma e vai enfrentar a justiça. Nossa, sei lá, não queria entregar ele.